Prep membership. It's Tuesday, November 9th. Hey, who's here with me?
Amala Ekpunobi.
I don't know why I had to think about it. I looked over at Taylor.
Because we've had a crazy morning and it's a crazy week. And we're saying, hey, as we do every week, to the parents, the grandparents, the caregivers, the teachers that are tuning in, all of y'all who are fans of our PragerU Kids content for kindergarten through 12th grade, we got a crazy, salacious headline. And I shouldn't even, I hate saying that word salacious because it makes it seem like we're like happy about it, but we're not. The headline that we're going to get into right after I tell you that our kindergarten through second grade Otto's Tales book is available for parents and teachers and kiddos now. Order it on Amazon. We got the link in the comments. I know we're going to put the link in there for you guys to order. Veterans Day is coming up. Thursday, we need to teach our kids what Veterans Day means, how much we need to honor and respect our military servicemen and women all year round, every single day of the year. Get your Otto's Tales book. But the headline that nobody wants to talk about, but we're gonna. Okay, here we go. The title, Amala. I'm going to let you read the title.
Fairfax County asked 12-year-old school children about their sex life.
Doesn't that seem like you just made that up as some crazy story?
I wish.
I know, but we didn't, because this is what we do every Tuesday. We want to say hello to everyone who is on our, I call it parent squad, teacher squad. So this is what's happening in Virginia. A new county youth survey directed at school children as young as 12 years old in Fairfax County, Virginia. Lots happens in Virginia. I mean, this is like the hotbed of everything wrong that's happening with our education system. The survey is going to ask them questions such as whether they have ever had sex, how old they were when it happened, how many people they have had sexual intercourse with, blah, 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 blah. I'm a parent of elementary school age children. If there are any other parents screaming at the screen right now, please scream in the comments so I know you're there, so I know you're with me. The 2021 Fairfax County Youth Survey is a collaboration between Fairfax County government and Fairfax County Public Schools. And this article that I'm guessing we've got pulled up on the screen right now, you can go and see what kinds of questions are on this survey. There's also a link that takes you to the survey that I'm just going to go ahead and click on there, even though I've already seen it and I'm horrified. You can read some of the questions. It asks students basically a bunch of inappropriate questions aimed at kids as young as 12. We're talking junior high, high school. What this is a severe overreach into parents' rights once again happening in Virginia. But last week, what happened in Virginia, Amala?
Oh, we had
Pop quiz.
a wonderful election circle that sort of changed the tide in Virginia. So yeah.
It did. Virginia has a new governor that, as we all know, appreciates parents' rights, which I know many of us here in this feed are excited to see the change in course that happened there. And I also want to give you a little bit more good news about the elections last week. I don't know if anyone, holler if you follow Moms for Liberty. In the comments, Taylor, you can holler. Yeah, I want you to alert me if anyone follows Moms for Liberty. They're a grassroots organization that is, we're not partnered with them or anything. And I am merely a happy onlooker for the work that they are doing on a grassroots level. Moms for Liberty has different chapters around the country, and they're taking back education. And last week, when these elections happened last week, 33 seats in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, according to Moms for Liberty, 8 of the 13 districts in Bucks County, Pennsylvania now have a majority of school board members that value parental rights. And it's organizations like Moms for Liberty, like PragerU Kids and our Prep membership program that are communicating to all of us parents and teachers that we are not alone in knowing that surveys like this asking 12-year-olds about their sex life garbage are not okay. And it's an overreach into parents' rights. And organizations like ours are empowering parents to know that we're not alone, to take this back. Had you seen this headline before today?
I did not see this headline before today, but I was familiar with Fairfax County because they had several books that got brought to light about different sort of sexual orientations and intercourse and things that they were teaching young children. So this is not my first take with Fairfax County.
Fairfax County, in fact, I'm glad you brought that up because it is in the the article that talks about the survey and the types of questions. There were a few books that were in fact identified as severely inappropriate and pulled. And that always brings up a question that I'm really curious to get your take on. Because you're younger and hipper, and you just know so many more things. As a parent, I'm never interested in censoring someone, and I always stand by my sincere belief that I might not agree with books or philosophies, but I will always protect the right for those books and philosophies to exist in the name of free speech. But when we have books that tackle topics or offer storylines that are inappropriate for an academic setting, that talk about sexual experiences and such, and we have those types of books in libraries and schools, is it censorship if we as parents want to take those out?
Oh, absolutely not. These things that your kids should not be exposed to. And I do urge all of you to go and read this article, because we're not going to stipulate what is actually said in this, because it is just that disgusting. One of the books, Lawn Boy, that was eventually censored from these schools, details vivid sexual abuse of a young boy by another man in this book. There's no reason for kids to be looking at this at any point in their young lives.
Because I mean, as a parent, that's what I feel like. I say that book does not belong in my kid's library for them to go during, fourth period and look it up and discover this book. But a lot of people on an opposite point of view would say, well, you're censoring. And that's the dilemma that a lot of us parents, especially in our prep membership group that we have here, we grapple with that, because we have a private discussion group that is censorship free. It's on our app. If you become a member of prep, you can be in this private discussion group where we talk about issues like that. But that is something that constantly comes up, where a parent will say, hey, I went to my school library and I said, this is not appropriate. And the librarian or the principal or the administrator looked at me and said, well, why isn't it appropriate? That's censorship. So
it's literally pornography.
Thank you.
Do you allow your 8-year-old kid to look at pornography? I don't think so. So why would you allow them to read it in their schools?
Take that talking point from Amala. All parents and teachers right now, we're going to take your talking point. We are going to use it. Do we have your permission?
Yes, you do.
Good. It is pornography. That's what we say. Are there any comments regarding this article? We're going to ask Taylor, the voice from above, because Taylor does not have a camera today, but we're going to imagine Taylor's handsome face.
Yeah, there's a lot of these. Gerald says, parent here, inappropriate questions needs to go. Erebus says those are personal questions for an adult, much less children. B-Man says, bro, I swear I heard this as in Babylon Bee article. Beth says there's a similar survey happening in Wisconsin. It's been announced and is going to be given to all their high school students, but she's going to look into intermediate schools as well.
Good.
Denia says my 5 and 7-year-old girls love PragerU Kids.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so then that's a great segue to move us over into what we've got offered on PragerU Kids today and this week. This is a very special week. Going back really quickly to the one comment of I believe it was it was a woman, it was either a mother or a teacher saying that she's going to look into the surveys. My call to action for parents and teachers right now regarding all of these surveys that peg themselves as social emotional learning, things that give the false sense, they give a false claim of wanting to help your student be their most emotionally sound self in the classroom. Surveys like this have no business in the classroom. If you are not awake, if you are not paying attention to your kid's classroom or what's happening in their district or their school on a wide level, go right now today. My challenge to you is to send an email asking your administrator, your principal, what surveys will you be offering my children? I want to see them ahead of time. I want to be notified if and when you will be sending any surveys to my children. And then you know what you do? You opt out in writing. You send a note to your district, to your school, to the teacher. You opt your child out of any and all of these surveys. The school counselor may call you, trying to dissuade you from doing that, trying to convince you that, hey, this is positive for the children. We don't overstep parental rights. We don't want to infringe on any sort of family conversations. But as a school community, we're looking at the whole child, blah, 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 blah. Don't fall for it. Your go-to phrase is, I would like to opt my child out of any and all surveys. That's what you say. You stick to it. You don't look back because it is the right thing to do. These surveys have no business in the classroom. Okay, but going back to PragerU Kids, we're kind of all over the place today, you guys. We've had a little bit of it's been a wild week. This week is another pop quiz. Oh my goodness, I don't want to do this to you, but I kind of want to do this to you because you know everything, and I just want to.
Do I know everything?
What is happening on Thursday?
Veterans Day.
What else is happening on Thursday? And I'll give you a hint. It is the 100-year anniversary of the dedication of something in Arlington. Do you know? I myself didn't know.
I do not.
Oh, this is great. Okay.
Teaching moment.
This
Do you
is
know,
what a
Taylor?
teaching moment.
The National Cemetery?
Yes.
Whoa.
The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
Okay.
From, obviously, we know the very first unknown soldier who came back from World War I. The dedication of the National Monument, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, happened on November 11th, 19.
21.
Yes, thank you. Whose brain is turning off today? Mine. Hello, moms, if you get me. Thursday is the 100-year anniversary of the dedication of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and it is such a special day. Veterans Day, obviously originally known as Armistice Day. Rooting from World War I. My fifth grader is actually writing a big paper right now in World War I, so my head and heart has been in this. But I want to share with you what is available for all of our kiddos. Otto's Tales, today is Veterans Day. Let's do a quickie look inside because these illustrations really are so beautiful. So beautiful. There we go, show and tell. If you can see, I'm going to hide my face so you can see this. Today is Veterans Day is a love letter and salute of honor, if you will, to our military and armed forces. And it is a perfect way to teach our kindergartners through second graders, even third graders and fourth graders, guys, to get this in your library, to get this in your home, to teach them the different branches of our military, how we should honor and respect our military all year round. Because if we don't teach our young people now, are they ever going to learn it?
Probably not.
They're not, because their schools are giving them surveys asking them about their sex life and inappropriate things. And instead of teaching them what they should be learning, the history of our country, why soldiers protect our freedom, why it is important to have honor and a sense of duty and to really revere and respect those who offer their life and livelihoods to stand up for America and to continue to protect America. This is on Amazon. The link is in our comments, I believe. If you get it today, it's the last day I think you can order it if you want it before Veterans Day. Of course, you can get it after Veterans Day too, because it is a great book. I wish I can flip. I can't flip it this way, but I think you guys get the point. Beautiful illustrations. Pick it up. And we also have a companion episode of Otto's Tales story time on our website, prageru.com/kids. The story is read by Elisha Krause. Do you know Elisha Krause?
I'm familiar with her. I've met her a couple times. She is a very wonderful woman and mother.
She is. She's a mom of two little girls. She comes from a military family. She's really remarkable. She's one of the hosts from, I believe, Washington Times. Mm-hmm. She's a host for Washington Times, and I do think she has another podcast too. Elisha Krause. Her Storytime episode reading our Otto's Tales Today is Veterans Day is on our website for your kids to follow along, and it's a great broad education for young ones, introducing them to our military. And we want them to know about it on Thursday. We want them to know what Veterans Day is, who it honors, and how we can continue that sense of pride through each day of the year. So get your books now. Any other comments before I sign off? No comments.
Liz says I'm going to order my copy right now.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you. And then next week we got a twofer happening in November, guys. Thanksgiving, because we're tired of Thanksgiving being canceled as well. So we've got another book next week, but I'm going to save it for next week. But yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay. Maybe we can cut. Yeah. I'll bring you like a pumpkin pie or something. Do you eat pumpkin pie?
I would love that.
Okay, good. Maybe I'll sweeten the deal here for letting me do a takeover of your studio every Tuesday for the parents and teachers. Join us at PragerU.com/kids. Join PrEP, our membership program. Our community app is up and running for the private discussion group that is censorship free. We are moving away from Facebook in our discussion group, but become a member, support our shows. We can't continue to keep our kids' shows free without you. So we thank you, all of you who support PragerU Kids and what we're trying to do in rectifying our education and really teaching our children to celebrate and honor America and our values and history. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Everyone have a lovely week, a peaceful week, honoring our veterans. For any of you who serve, thank you. I'm getting choked up. Thank you. We appreciate you more than more than words can say. Thanks, Amala. Thanks,
always
Taylor.
A pleasure.
Bye, guys.